All right. So we're in this issue. Probably should have started the game first before going live. That would have been the smart thing to do. But I did not use my brain. So we're in this situation. So yeah, we'll just have that running in the background. Let's see what we can do to entertain ourselves till then. At the very least, let's get the Destiny soundtrack playing, just so we have something in the background. Where is it? There we go. See if that puts you guys to sleep. Okay. So a couple of fun things. Not really. I mean, not much has happened between the last stream and now. I did play, so this is on Bloons Tower Defense 6, the new map. I went through and played on easy, medium, hard, just normal. I didn't play all the different game modes in them, but just kind of wanted to get a feel of the map a bit, because I try to do that with every new map, if I remember. There you are, Sans, what's up? So yeah, I played that map. Very interesting. Very unique gameplay you have to do, because you always lose your towers and the track always moves. It's actually kind of difficult. The strategy I was using was not working. It was more sniper heavy focus, but I needed more water-based support. But we were able to get it done. And yeah, it'll be interesting to try a chimp run it. The Kimmy Nation is canon now. I think I've said that in the past. It's either there or Kimmy Nation. One of the two. Okay. How have I been? Just chilling. Just straight chilling. A close friend of mine. So this is something that happened over the weekend. On Sunday, me and a bunch of friends drove up. It's like a 2-hour drive from where I am. Up through a couple mountain passes and whatnot. But one of our friends lives all the way out there. So we went up to go visit her. And her family. There was one of her families had kind of a little gathering happening and whatnot. She had just returned home from her proselyting mission for our church. So she was gone for like 2 years. So we went up to go say hi to them. You know, we kind of grew up in the same neighborhood, all of us, so we know them well. Even though we're better friends with like her older sister. But so we get up there, and our friend, she's pregnant. Now 30 minutes before we get there, she goes into labor. And then goes to the hospital. We're like, I mean, that's great. We're happy. And her baby is absolutely adorable. But we were a little upset that we couldn't see her. We had driven all the way up there just for her to miss us by 30 minutes. But yeah, it's fun. A really close friend of mine had her kid over the weekend. So we'll have to do another trip up to the town in the next few weeks to say hi to her and the kid. I watched and finished a new anime as well. called Violet Evergarden. Such a cute. I think it's. Personally, I feel like it's kind of weird for a guy to like the anime. It's more tailored, I feel like, towards the female group of anime lovers, but I've really enjoyed it. So if you enjoy like wholesome, I don't know what to even call that genre of anime, but it's just very wholesome. Nice. Yeah, I've been watching that over the weekend. It's only one season, so I was able to finish it fairly quickly, and it has a couple movies associated with it, so I've been watching those. That baby had it all planned. He really did. When that kid grows up to, you know, an understanding age, you know we'll be making fun of him for it. Like, listen here, you little punk. You couldn't wait 30 minutes. Especially since one of my friends, he lives all the way out in Tennessee for work. So he had flown into Utah, that's where I live, for like a week and a half or so. So he had traveled from Tennessee to Utah, and then we drove all the way up to like a far corner of the state, very far away from where all of us are living, to go see her. Yeah, he couldn't see her, and he's now back in Tennessee because he has to work again. So like the rest of us friends in Utah, we're gonna go visit her and the baby, but my friend in Tennessee can't. He'll have to wait another like month or two before he has the chance. I'm just seeing other Destiny creators. Alright, they made it in. Okay. He's in. Servers are working. We're just kind of waiting for the login services. The new Demon Slayer episode this week was good. You guys follow that. You know it's a good episode when you're upset when the end credits start rolling. Then you check the time and you're like, has it really already been 25 minutes? Or 23, however long the episodes are. It's like, time flew by so fast. I thought there were still 10 more minutes of the episode. I heard my roommate come home. You forgot to watch Demon Slayer. I won't spoil anything. But man, it was a good episode. I was thinking about it the other day. It's my preference of animes, like in order of priority. So like the likelihood that I will really enjoy the anime bases off of story, then characters, and then animation. So if the narrative's really good, I can forgive the anime for having kind of bad characters or like subpar animation. Like those things don't bother me. It has to have a good narrative. If the narrative's not good, then it's gotta have some really great characters in order for me to enjoy the anime. So it's like the characters have to be really good to overlap that narrative lacking, and then animation I can forgive, whatever. Or if its narrative's not good and its characters aren't good, then its animation has to be out of this world in order for me to enjoy it. Which I don't think any anime is kind of classified under that. Because at least with Demon Slayer, like, the narrative's good. I wouldn't classify it the best. I definitely love Demon Slayer for its animation and characters. I have a feeling that as the story progresses, I'll like the narrative more, the story. But right now, it's the animation for sure is carrying it, but the characters are really good, And soon, hopefully, the narration will be good too. You're the kind of person that just watches half an anime and stops caring. The only anime that I've done that to is Sword Art Online. Only because I couldn't quite grasp why I didn't want to continue the story. I watched a video from this one guy kind of explaining all the wrongdoings of the Alfine arc, which is the second half of the first season, and kind of everything that was wrong with that and how to fix it. And he only used like the tools he already had. He didn't introduce any real new plot points, new characters, anything like that. He just kind of reorganized everything and presented the same story beats in a different manner. And I thought he did a fantastic job. And every pain point he explained about it, I was like, yeah, no, it's like, I had that same feeling. It's like, yeah, no, that stuff rubbed me the wrong way, or it kind of fell out of place. I wasn't as critiqued about it. I think I've already talked about this in past streams, but the part that really icked me the most was just the whole focus on the main character's sister and her love for her brother, and how they focused on that a little too much. That was my biggest gripe. But he pinpointed a bunch of other stuff as well. But yeah, and I guess just because of how poorly that was written and handled, I just didn't care to keep watching. And hearing that it's still going, like the anime's not done, neither is the light novel, I was just like, it's not worth investing. Because going back to my graph, the narrative was okay. It's a basic kind of story. The characters, I came to love the relationship between the main character and the main girl. I thought it was really well written, and that got me invested in it. And the animation's good, so it was the characters that were really leading it, but the characters didn't really pull through at the end. And the narration really died off at the end of the first season. So it just gave me no incentive to keep going with the franchise. Sorry, I'm really burpy. And yeah, like I said, with the introduction of guns in the next season, it's just, it really felt like the story ended, and it's kind of forcing itself to be more. I read synopsises on the next couple seasons just because I was like, I don't care if I spoil myself, but I also want to know if it's worth using my time watching these things. And yeah, I was like, it just feels like they created a subpar universe, or more I should say, and it's just kind of short stories within this universe. And I just, for me, all that tells me is they just don't know how to end a story. What's another anime? There's another anime I watched recently. It was Chainsaw Man. I finally got around to watching that because my cousins were just harassing me to watch it. I thought it was alright. I think Mappa did a great job with its animation. Great use of their CGI. Because Mappa has amazing CGI. I don't know what people are talking about. Yeah, Chainsaw Man is good. Back to my model. Its narrative's alright. It's okay. It's definitely characters that can kind of carry it, and the animation's good. We'll see. I'll watch the next part as it comes out, but I don't know, it didn't grip me as much as other animes have. Isn't Gun Gale Online, like, isn't that season 2 of SAO? I don't know. Here's the thing, everyone loves Chainsaw Man, and I can understand the appeal for it. Like I said, the anime was beautiful. or the animation was beautiful. The narrative is interesting. I do enjoy it, and the characters are really fun. What's her face? Power. She's hilarious. I think I like her for the same reason I like Inosuke and Demon Slayer. They're just wild cards. I listened to the English dub, and the English voice actor for her, I just feel like really symbolizes her character, and I love it. But the narrative I just don't really care for. I started to really enjoy the eye patch chick. I guess this is spoilers, but like as soon as you start to get to know her, she gets killed off, and I was like, ah, well, all right, back to only liking like 2 characters in the whole anime. Man, I enjoyed the main character guy. He's actually a decent dude in anime, which is a nice change of pace. He's not your cliche hero, but he's not like over the top. Oh, what was it? Because I watched 7 Deadly Sins a couple weeks ago, probably over a month ago now. My favorite character from there was Bond, just because of how well written his character was. So I think the main character from Chainsaw Man kind of fits that same vibe. You know his morals, his objectives, kind of the person he is, and can kind of guess his actions and choices based off of that, but also he has growth and change, and he's not perfect. But I admit, I'm not as raged and hype up about Chainsaw Man as everyone else is. I did find that cool, that he fused with his little buddy. I thought that was cute and adorable. That was a good story beat for me. Because I've seen a lot of like clips from the anime, just because, you know, it's everywhere, and I only watched it till now. So I was always confused as to what the premise of the whole story was. But now I know. And now we're just kind of waiting to see, like, why is the chainsaw demon so important? What are these fused human demon creations, and why are they so powerful? So it'll be cool to learn. I'm not a manga reader, so I don't bother going ahead with that stuff. Yeah, that is his objective. What do you mean? It's a very clear objective, and you know it. Sometimes he'll change like his morals and values a little bit, but man, I really should have logged in beforehand. This is taking forever. I still need to watch Your Name. Problem with that is with how bad Your Lie in April messes me up, I just need to bunker down one evening and just watch that movie. Just be prepared to be wrecked for the rest of the night. That's why I haven't watched that yet. It's fun. My cousin, she loves reading the mangas and stuff. So whenever we talk about anime with her, she has to keep her mouth shut. Especially with stuff like Demon Slayer and like other animes that are coming out. So It's always hard to talk about anime with her. I'm just like, you can't spoil nothing. Nor can I, you know, theorize with you because you already know the answers to everything. So I have to just turn to her brother and be like, all right, we'll chat. Because he doesn't read manga either. So I can talk to him. With his sister, I'm like, nah. You stay out of the conversation. I can see why you can get the stalker vibes. I don't remember his name, but from the main character in Chainsaw Man. But he's definitely a simp, but I wouldn't call him a stalker. For me, he's a very consensual guy, right? It's like, although he's obsessed with girls and stuff like that, he's very respectful towards them. So I can see why he's liked like that. Because those are good moral traits to have. But his obsession kind of counteracts that as well. So it causes some great comedy beats. He is 16 years old, finally experiencing the world, so... It kind of fits that vibe that you're... that description you're given. It's almost exactly that. Play a few rounds of this crap. Nope, wrong screen. Let's see. Nope, we want to do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. We can do this. Just shove you down there. All right. Yeah, that story is exactly him. Should we just farm some rewards? Yeah, let's farm some rewards. Ravine? Oh, the sword guy. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And the trench coat definitely gives off that sea captain vibe. Again, it'll be interesting to see where the story goes with it. I guess we'll give it time. I had the same hesitation when I started the My Hero Academia series, where it's like, and at that time, a couple seasons had already been out, so I was able to binge it more. But the first season didn't captivate me as much. But it was enough for me to continue the series, and it wasn't until I think season 3. It was the Eri arc with the Yakuza and whatnot. That's when I really fell in love with My Hero, because I thought that was just a beautiful arc, and then everything after that has just been phenomenal, especially this last season that just aired. Holy crap, their best season to date. Had me in tears, whether it's anticipation, fear, emotion, whatever. It was phenomenal storytelling. It just makes the monkey popping balloons in a epic way. Yeah, Destiny music has that effect on games. Oh, Sada, you can't deal with that? What a shame. Yeah, this is the best way to farm up event stuff. You just go to the expert maps and you just play on easy. They're really quick. 40 rounds takes just a few minutes, unless you have a slow bloom like that. But yeah, it just, you get a ton of event stuff in a short amount of time. The most optimal way is to play it on Impoppable. But that requires a little more brain power than this. Ah, shoot. Alright, time for the bomb shooters. Why can I like picture now a 86 war movie? I'm sure that'd be pretty fun. Sell this glue. He ain't doing much. I don't know which round the Moab comes on. It's probably over here. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll get recursive. What was... I got error code cat. Let's see if this loads us in. Sweet. Woo! Great, we're still back in the queue. Boo. I don't even collect insta monkeys. I just, because why not? I like gathering the XP for this. What we really should be doing is working on these things. When you win 50 times with monkey teams, so gotta do that a ton of times. Still need to emo a ton. This is something I'd maybe do on you guys. Maybe just in the Discord, go live and just be like, yo, jump in and let's just emote a million times. Okay, bye, Sans. Have a good night. Oh yeah, that's right, I was doing this for a while, but redeploying 1,000 monkeys, that takes so long. That's something I might have set a macro for. I got strip fortifications. Golden blooms, man. I hate golden blooms. Eventually I'll do this. There's a lot of these that I need to get done. Have I not done this? I could have sworn I've placed a tier 5 against him. Alright, let's do some monkey teams. Oh, it's on the cabin. What is that? Sniper. Sniper monkey. Boomerang and elk. Interesting. Okay. The urge to not purchase the free monkeys is strong. Another error code. Bungie, why? I just want to play free crap. I think camel balloon wise we're okay. So we'll get one of you just to help out with stuff like leads and group balloons, but we only need a ricochet. And then he's going to be a 204. That's all we'll need. Let's go to Twitter real quick. We having issues again? Or did I have to like, was there a download I was supposed to download and just didn't? Who knows? No, I mean, he's in Destiny. He's in Destiny. Everyone's working just fine. Okay. Just turn down the music a little. I forgot how epic this song was. What is this? Acceptance? If I recall correctly, this is the song they play when you, like, commune with one of the pillar or pyramid stuff. Still find it so funny with Bungie. Whenever they introduce a new subclass, they just have the worst way of storytelling it. With Stasis, they could have done so much better because it was supposed to be a gift from the darkness, and it didn't really feel like it was a case other than us communing with their little pyramid structure. But they easily could have done something along the lines of like us going through a pyramid ship, or I guess like communing with the statues was good enough. But the traveling to various points in Europa or anything like that, never like going inside a pyramid ship. I think that's what was the weirdest part. We had the ziggurat, sure, that teleported us to one pyramid ship, but to have us go to multiple ones would have been cool. To have the voice of darkness itself teaching us things, and then maybe have Elsie try to like wane down how we were to control it so we're not consumed by the darkness, right? Kind of having that positive and negative influence coming into our guardian. And obviously it's not like any serious choice in the matter. We'll always like have kind of our set path. But to at least show that like there was that influence other than it was just Elsie teaching us about darkness, that would have been really cool. And again, subclass stories need to be separate from the narrative story. It's easy enough to have it where it's like you have the narrative story and then it says, all right, while so and so tries to figure this out, go hone your subclass skilling. You can do a few missions learning about your subclass, then return back to your narrative story. They need to be separate, not together. Lightfall is a great representation of how that doesn't work. Other sneaky teams. Is it just always going to be these three? Oh, okay. Shove you in the water tower. We'll just put a boomerang monkey right here. Same strat as before. Come on, Bungie, I want to play. Where are some of the patch notes? Oh, was there a marathon? Okay. I wasn't quite sure if Marathon had a trailer that they released. Oh, no way! Oh, that's cool. CB Gray got a community focus back on the 9th. Yay, I had a kid. I don't watch CB Gray's stuff all too often, but what little I have watched of him, because occasionally I'll watch a video or two of his and pop into his live streams. Seems like a really chill dude. Really good guy. I'm glad he got the community spotlight. Got another error code in Destiny? Goodness sakes. What is happening? Might just have to close Destiny altogether and reload it. We'll let the rest of the Balloons game go, and then we'll figure that out. But anyways. Alright, Destiny update 7.1.0.2. Gosh, these updates, man. Year 7. Remember when these updates were like at 1 or 2. Fix an issue where the Dazzling Iridescent Trials emblem could be awarded. Flawless just without completing the necessary requirements. This sucks, so if you've already completed it, yeah, you'll have to do it again. Fix an issue with spawn trapping that could occur on Meltdown. Heard that was an issue. I don't play Trials, so eh. Raids and dungeons. Fix an issue where players can damage bosses. Oh, they got rid of it. I should have done my solo at this. No, you can't do it. Never mind, you can't do solo with this. Anyways. No more cheesing it, but I'm glad I did it already. We got our master clear. And we'll never have to do it again. So, yeah, that's fun. Oh, freaking heck. Okay. Some braces for improving solar grenades. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of other stuff. Vesper radius effects are triggering on things other than casting a rift. Oh, interesting. I don't know why I got... Okay. Electro Arm no longer have their perk names switched. Oh yeah, that's right, that was an issue. Okay. Oh, it wasn't functioning PvP. Interesting. Cool. I don't need to read these word for word. I'm just skim reading them. Lost their scope, Clint. Red dot on the overreach's scope to respond to feedback. Or that was an issue. I don't even know what gun that is. I'd have to look at it. Okay, that's a PvP nerf. Okay, whatever. I don't know what was wrong with it before. Maybe it was offensive to some people. Who knows? Where certain thrown projectiles were able to overpenetrate allied Titan. Oh, interesting. That's a cheese and a half. Fire commands was lower than intended following. Oh, okay, so Arc Jolt got a buff. Nice. So the Twitch sub bounty got fixed. Salvage key tram now correctly progresses. Where all players were getting credit for one player catching exit. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at my triumph counter for that. I didn't even notice. Weekly challenges for Vanguard ups and Gambit now reward the correct number of exotic. Correct number? Were they giving us too much or something? Re-enable tier 1 exotic. I hope they give us more. More is always better. But yeah, they re-enabled that crap. Okay. Not too much of an update. I don't know why. I've got error coded again. Okay. Let me restart Steam. So let's close that. Let's close you. Or Steam. We will exit Steam. Just, you guys can look at that for a second. I'll read that here in a little bit. Because like I said, I enjoy CB Gray. I don't know him, like, at all. But from what little I do know of him, he seems like a really good guy. Also, I totally think it was because my game didn't update. Because it just updated. I'm an idiot. Okay. We'll probably be able to load right in. Yeah, hanging out with CB Gray, content creator, self-proclaimed potato, and a PvE shepherd. He does a ton of PvE carries. I think he's decent at PvP, but his focus is on the PvE side. If you don't know him too well, he lives in the same household as, I think it's Evan, but also Swetzical. So the three of them are kind of really grouped together a lot. I feel like CB and Swetzical probably hang out the most together, but yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, CB. Oh yeah, that's right. The whole pronoun thing. He's he, him. It's just CB is just his name. Wow, he was out in Virginia. Nice. Oh, is that where they live? Is Texas? For some reason, I was thinking they lived in Colorado. Who would have thunk? Yeah, we all saw Destiny during E3. How I got into Destiny was I was huge into Halo. I played the snot out of Reach. But at that time, Bungie was working on Destiny, and okay, we're in queue order. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's swap these real quick. I can just do this. Yeah. Anyways, so I saw the E3 trailer for Destiny. I was like blown away. Did you guys watch the Starfield trailer? I forgot that happened over the weekend too. FYI, Starfield looks amazing. I'll talk about that later. But the same feeling everyone's getting about Starfield, I had about Destiny. It was just, my mind was blown with what this game's going to be able to do and how it's going to be. So yeah, the E3 trailer, that's how I found Destiny. I played all the betas, and just because of my age and just kind of our family situation at the time, I did not get Destiny as soon as it came out. I got it for Christmas that winter. My parents were very kind to give me the expansion packs for that year too. They gave me everything they could. And it wasn't until that next year, because I had started working, having the money myself, and bought Taken King on my own. And from there on out, I think I bought all the Destinies. Except the base Destiny 2 game that came with Forsaken. I got that for Christmas as well, after I got home from my proselyting mission. But yeah, that was my start for Destiny as well. I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. But for him, same thing. Looks like CB didn't really play these things before, but fell in love with it. Just hooked and got a little campaign in one night with one of his best friends, doing a local co-op. That's awesome. Oh, I mean, I say local co-op. They were just side by side. Started his channel at the end of the Taken King expansion. He's always had a good sense of community from what I've seen. I have watched a lot of his like update videos that he posts out. I don't know why I'm drawn to those kind of videos from him, but I am. So hearing about his struggles with computer science and stuff like that, and how he was overworked and whatnot. He only started going full time with YouTube just like a year ago. But yeah, so all of his friends and family helping him out. Yeah, so going full time, scary leap. It doesn't say the date, but like I said, it was only like a year ago. Streams he likes helping PvE people. 900 total helps for Whispering 0 Hour. Wow, that is a lot. I've watched some of his like shorts that he's put out and stuff like that, but I haven't watched his like full stuff. Although I guess yeah, his focus has been short form content. Pokemon style Destiny challenges. That's nice. Alright. Yeah. Really good guy. Fix all this again. Oh. Back to balloons, I assume. I assume every time the cat error came up, it was due to the fact that my game wasn't updated. So the game was like, hey, go update your game, you idiot. All right. Monkey team. So I guess we can talk about Starfield. Starfield looks utterly amazing. I am so excited for that game. Oh, shoot. Destiny load up. Oh, looks like we're loading in. Oh my goodness, we are. All right, bye balloons. Yeah, Starfield looks like it's going to be the best game of all time. And I am insanely excited to play it. It's so amazing, I actually feel intimidated by the game. Don't know how else to explain it. Like, a part of me doesn't want to start playing that game because I know I'm just going to just feel overwhelmed and feel like I will be spending the next like 7 or 8 months playing it and doing nothing else, and I'm not gonna have time to be doing that. That's right, I have all these crappy weapons. We were doing a ton of raids over the weekend, so I got this ugly switch this. There we go. Where's Dim? Hope you're working. Yeah, we ran Root of Nightmares on all 3 characters. So all my weapons are on the alts. Wow, Spotify must have been really loud because the game audio is low. Sorry about that. Again, ability to judge my audio is so poor. Anyways, yeah, Starfield. Oh, I'm so excited for that game. And I know a lot of people are skeptical about it, and I'm not pre-ordering it at all. And we'll see if I purchase the game or Game Pass it. But what I do know is that if it's even half the game it's advertised to be, it's going to be amazing. I know a lot of people hated on Fallout 4 and whatnot. I enjoyed Fallout 4. Personally. So, I'm not as quick to hate on games as the internet is. So I feel like I'll enjoy Starfield. Anyways, let's listen to this.
What's the word, brother? All this golden age tech is impressive.
Bird is the
stuff.
word.
Almost makes you wonder how they lost back then. You dig? About that, if we're looking to win this time, I need Savathun's swamp to wash up a few finishing touches for my rig. Cracking skulls and looting halls is your bag, hero.
Going to the throne
That's
world.
why you're headed to her throne world.
Okay.
That pyramid Savvy brought down, it's cut off from the witness. Scorn bigwigs been digging tech we can use out of that burning heap. All you have to do is find him and take it. Then you let old Drifter worry about the kit bashing. Easy. Hey, one more thing. Zivu dripping nonsense in your head, too? She's been recounting some of my more heroic exploits. Dark Age's been on my mind. You know how the past is. You pull the trigger and people die, so you don't have to. Then, someone comes along and wants to forgive you for that. Like it's fine. Won't ask what Zivu's dredging up for a killer like you. Wouldn't be polite.
I feel like our character's been fairly nice.
Been under pressure so long, everybody's looking for cracks. Don't get me wrong, coin to table, she's been through it. But I don't think Sloane's looking to be told it's fine. 'Cause it ain't. 'Cause it needs to be ugly to win. And then, you live with it. See you on the other side.
I am a little worried about Sloane. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, Drifter says he's put the salvage you've brought him to good use, but that he needs parts from a different type of machinery to further improve his device. I need Savathun's swamp to wash up a few finishing touches for my rig, he elaborates. He instructs you to travel to Savathun's throne world and secure pieces of pyramid technology from the Scorn. With it, he can modify his extraction equipment to work in the deepest trenches of Krakenmare. Collect alloys by defeating Scorn on Savathun's throne world. Aye, aye, Captain. If we could join that public event quick enough, that'd be good. Let's throw you. Let's have a little fun with a void weapon, shall we? Actually, let's use collective. To the public event. Come on, people. There's no one playing. Oh, gosh. I fell down the trap again. I did this all the time back when we first started this. Oh, that's a nice little design. I enjoy that. Donk. 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 I mean, that should have worked. Here they come. Oh, they're very far away, though. Oh, that's it? Complete a deep dive activity. Sounds easy enough. Hey, Limby, what's up? How have you been, man? Whoop. Oi, get back in the circle. So we already completed the quest step, but I want to finish the public event. Why not? Don't think I need the glimmer, if I'm to be honest with you. Did they already throw the orb? They must have. I don't see it. Okay. How's life? Life's chilling. Finally got in the game after being live for an hour. So that's always a good feeling. I get the heroic orb. Come on, people. Is there no more? No more orbs? Did we miss out on the... Nope. We missed out on the heroic. Interesting. I think I might have messed it up. I don't know. I always feel like it's a little gimmicky.
The pyramid super weapon is no more.
Yeah, wow, good work. You can bet there'll be another soon. Like you Vanguard folks say, stay vigilant, Guardian.
That's not at all what we say. Okay. We gotta do a random deep dive. So we've got Scrapper. So combatant melee attacks are significantly more powerful. Wow, significantly, huh? Explorer units have more. Oh gosh, of course, and then iron. Wow. That's fun. We like that. Do I have anyone online? Not particularly. Okay. Well, we'll try our best. We are definitely going to want concussive and melee resistance. Avoid loader. I'll turn on scout for everyone. Actually, no. Screw everyone else. Because I know they're not going to take care of me. We'll throw on special.
Move out, fire team.
Enhance airborne damage. Enhance solar damage. How much is solar damage? Oh, I'm not using solar weapons, so
Fire team.
gotta go airborne.
Raf is directing her forces against our extraction operations. Make this dive count.
The more I commune with Asa, the more dangerous these will get. We'll be quick and careful.
I trust this fire team to get the job done. Make sure everyone comes back in one piece.
Will do, Zavala. Will do. I already got all the what's its faces, the aquarium stuff. Collected those with my clanmates the other day. So we can hold off on that. Whee! I find it really funny though.
Extract everything you can as quickly as you can.
Like the fear of being underwater. Like I knew that was a thing. Oh, are you just gonna start it? Okay, Hugh. Now where's Toland? Did you find Toland? Or are we not gonna do a Toland? Where's Toland? Oh, he's back there. Woo! Oh, he died. Alright, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll be real with you. Yep, no darkness. Okay. Sounds fun. Hugh isn't here for the good stuff. He's here for the cheap stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! We're good. We lived. Oh, you're getting siphoned and you're getting jolted. How do you feel about that, Wrath? I don't particularly know why I'm using this pulse rifle. I'm just am.
Guardy, the drill is showing low fuel.
I can't be sarcastic with Zavala. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Although we've always been sarcastic to Zavala. Alright, that's a lot of Wrathborn right in front of us. That's warrants it. Woo! Come on, Novavon. Thank you. We have a lot of heavy ammo. We can be a little more liberal. Woo! Woo! Wow, the recoil though.
Enemy counterattack converging on this sector. You've been cleared to continue operations at a lower depth to evade their advance.
Woo! We did it. Again, Hugh is not getting a ticket at the end. He is. Grease grenade ability, melee ability.
How is our mission progressing, Deputy? Have you found any clarity in Asa's words?
Nothing concrete. Like it says in my report. Still just fragments. I hope Saint's all-field, no-desk style isn't rubbing off on you.
No. I read the report. but I like to hear it firsthand as well.
Then you heard it here first. Deputy's recommendation is to stay the course and dive as deep as we need to.
Woohoo! Uh-oh. I need a bubble. I need a hero. Oh, yes.
Enemies incoming. We already lost these Guardians. Let's avenge them. Fix that extractor and I'll pull the bulk of the hive away from you.
You ain't gonna pull crap. Oh, while using Void subclass. Nice. Have I not killed any hive yet? Weird. Alright. I'm gonna invoke darkness, but we'll see if Homeboy decides to follow through. He won't. But we'll see. Woo! Woo! That's right, we can spam grenades. No, you guys aren't going to help out? Okay. That's great. Thanks, team. Put it in! Put it in!
That looks operational. Guardian, hostiles converging on you. Eyes up.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Zavala. We're fighters, not mechanics. We know how to blow stuff up, not put them together. Fist them harder. Had a kid.
Almost like we planned it, Guardian. Let's sink a little more and do it again.
All right, one more level. Sorry, class ability, protection against bosses. Oh yeah,
I know Zebra
definitely.
is a master tactician, but I'm having trouble understanding her approach on Titan.
From the time I spent here, coming after Asa is part strategy, part vendetta. The Hive see Asa as a coward, heretic. She tried to stop them from finding the other worms. It's not enough to banish her. she has to die.
Oof. Alright, so we gotta go over here. Yeah, the door's right here. Opened it. No, you guys are good. It's open. Did it for you. There you go.
Asa can feel a horde of coral nearby. It's been harvested. Draw out whoever did it, and I'll keep reinforcements off your back.
Okay. Hopefully a lot of these tough enemies are bosses, so we can, you know, have some extra protection against them. That is a lot of acolytes. Holy freak. I have no idea where what's-its-face is. Tolan. Gotta kill the wizards, people. So many acolytes. You suck. Okay, Hugh, I'm sure you're a lovely person. You just refuse to play OBJ. Or bonus OBJ, I should say. I will say, this was difficult when I had a fire team. Playing with two randoms, this is gonna be a bit rough. Not gonna lie. We gotta kill this last dude. Gosh, they don't flinch. I forgot about that. Woo! Suckers. Oh, there's still another blade? Oh, gosh. You Dumbo. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, fist him. You got this. Yes. Woo! There's the Blade of the Deep. Where is she? Woo!
That's our target. Strike quickly while Sloan draws off reinforcements.
Festering Brew, kill it! Kill it! Ah! There's a wizard on my butt. Couldn't feel it. I was too distracted.
is crawling with Hive and Taken. Let's head down and dodge some of this heat.
Alright, do we want to keep the machine gun or do we want to use something else?
All egregore samples are safe in containment.
We'll use something else.
Ready to punch a hole out of here?
Alright, I'm ready. See what this is? We're waiting for you. It's called being good teammates. Hold me, Titan. Zero, what's up? Okay, yep. You took too long.
From trickery, I invoke your debt.
Oh shoot, it's the wizard. Woo! Wah! My wayframe did not do as much damage as I was hoping it would. Alright, come on, Nova Bomb. You got this. Yes, it tracked. Sometimes it doesn't. Can you team kill? No, you can't. Sometimes I wish you could. Oh, what? Her head is so small. Oh boy. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Woo! Woo! Devour for the win. Devour for the win. Alright, go fist that ogre. You got this. I believe in you. Alright, we gotta fight as a group on this one. These enemies are way too tough. Are you dead over there? Woo! We're good. We're fine. Oh, they brought themselves back up. Sweet. We're gonna come over here. Let's kill this ogre. The ogre. Ogre hurts. His face laser hurts. Oh boy. We're fine. I have overshield and we can live. My heavens. Why did you think that was a good idea? He got slapped. Did you see that? Oh, do I not have a second grenade? I thought I did. Oops. Alright, no worries, Zero. It's good to see ya. Have fun doing all your other crap. Come on, people. Think smart. Oh! Uh-oh. Finish it! Uh-oh. Hello. Oh my gosh, holy ads. That's a lot of ads. Oh my goodness. Those wizards are just so tanky. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't like that. Got her. I knew she was low health. Whew.
That wizard you defeated, Zevil Wrath howled their name. Kudazad. I remember that from an old report.
Still have a mind like a steel trap, sir.
Oh, you can't give
Kudazad
awards
was a
here.
field captain for Savathun before Titan went dark.
And now they serve Zevil Wrath? Taken, Scorn, Wrathborn? She folds all conquered adversaries into her armies, doesn't she?
Not all of them. Just the strongest, or those she's looking to use as a weapon. Not just to fight, but to hurt. Psychologically. She's defacing everything Savathun touched on Titan. When it comes to her sister, it seems more emotional than strategic.
I mean, that part is true. I need to listen to all the audio reports on Zevil Wrath. Kind of understand her story a bit better. But you have to pick up the calcified fragments from Ghost of the Deep. Well, let us go speak. Let's go hear more things. Someone's going to get taken by the end of the season. I'm calling it. Witness. Witness me. I forgot how chonky that gun is. Oh, is it Sloan and Drifter? Look at her. She seems more taken. Look at it.
This is awful.
Sure is. You ever been outside of Seoul?
Never had a reason to.
Can't say I recommend it. Saw some stuff while I was out there. Bad stuff. A world colder than you can imagine. Creatures that suppressed the light. My crew. Let's just say we wore out our welcome. Creatures started closing in. Trigger fingers got itchy. Some of us froze to death. A lightless, final death. The others, they didn't go so quiet. Not until I shut them up. Not sure how long I stayed after that. Had to mod my ghost to survive. Used the parts from...
Oof.
I did what it took to get off-world. And now I'm here.
I'm no stranger to combat, but... How did you leave it all behind?
I didn't. Some things you carry with you forever. But eventually, they stop feeling too heavy to lift.
Thanks for the drink, Drifter.
Anytime, Sloan.
Man, I feel like that's kind of foreshadowing to what we're going to be experiencing after Lightfall. Not Lightfall, sorry, Final Shape. And B, man, I love hearing the stories of his, what do you call it? His adventures outside the Sol system. Because it's just so mysterious, and obviously he's not really going to talk about too much, nor does he really know how to. I mean, how could you? Alright, Sloan, ready to get possessed?
Anathema, calamity, that which cannot, must not come to pass.
Okay.
A wordless denial, a fleeing God, betrayal, and escape. The pursuit for the final shape.
Still don't quite know who she's talking about. Could be about the witness's life. But okay. Lord Daddies, I need you. Help me understand. Sloan tends to give some good clarification.
We're almost there. My link with Asa feels crystal clear. It's a little frightening, but strangely comforting, too. A lot changed while I was gone. It feels like the entire universe moved on without me, and now I'm struggling to catch up.
I mean, that is true.
Old enemies became new allies. New enemies wield the light against us. And old allies. Friends. Like Amanda. Sometimes I wonder, if I returned to the tower, would it even be my home anymore?
Not with you looking like
or would I just
taken
be
enemy.
a phantom? A forgotten memory wandering its streets at night. Xivu Arath's voice keeps telling me I don't belong there. That the battlefield is my home. That it always has been. Maybe she's right. Maybe reliving what I went through over and over again is a way for me to stay in familiar territory.
That just sounds
To
depressing.
remain in the hell that I know. And avoid the one I dread.
I don't think
Either
the tower's
way,
that
mission
bad.
comes first. I have to see it through to the end, regardless of where I end up when it's done.
Gee, so much trauma in all of these seasons. But I know Sloane's tough, so for me, I'd want to like just grab her shoulders and be like, listen. Don't listen to Xivu. Sloane opens up to you about all she's been struggling with since Titan's return. Much has happened while she was gone, leaving her feeling like it's impossible to catch up to it all. If I return to the tower, would it even be my home anymore? She relates how Zivu-Arat's voice has been echoing in her head, telling her that the only place she belongs is on the battlefield. Sloane has to wonder if she might be right. Either way, the deputy commander is fully committed to seeing the mission through, regardless of where she ends up when it's done. All right.
The ever-forward march of time has a humorous way of looping in on itself, doesn't it?
In some ways, a long-lived perspective makes it difficult not to see trends die and resurface.
Do you think that's how the witness sees us? Variations of potential, or lack thereof?
What's really on your mind?
Sloane. She is singularly focused on her mission. That type of focus. You forget to come up for air.
Yep.
It's like a death when it's over.
Your command can be an anchor. Keep her from drifting. That's what I tried to do for you.
I seem to recall pushing back against your methods quite often.
The Dark Age drove us to extremes. Your style of leadership is more refined than mine.
It wasn't long ago that I was your pupil. Since then,
It's been a very long
I'd
time.
like to think we've developed a trust beyond authority or duty.
Not
How
long
did you
ago. It was
foster
like
that friendship
400 years.
You're not listening, Zavala. I didn't. Remember, you left my tutelage. All I did was give you the lessons I thought you needed to survive. Nothing more.
You're saying I can't be all things?
I'm saying I can't tell you what you want, because our friendship was not of my making. When the Iron Lords fell, when the Red Legion caged the Traveler, when the pyramids filled our skies, my heart was not open. You were. Despite your doubts, others see you as a pillar of strength. They're drawn to the shade you provide.
Gosh, it
Just stay standing.
it hurts knowing that Lance is passed. And you just tie him so much to Zavala. It's awful. Alright, let's head back to orbit and let's read some of these lore cards. And then after that, we'll go to Nessus. Because I have forgotten to do that on stream the last 4 weeks. I guess last 2 weeks. Purpose, Chapter 4. Tether. Eris lets her eyes wander over the interior of the derelict, wondering if Drifter had hastily tidied it before her arrival. Unprecedented, but he could still surprise her. They sat together as they always did when she came to speak to him face to face. Drifter sighed and shook his head, flicking his coin absently between his fingers. Sloane's in a bad way, he said. Eris nodded. And you believe my speaking to her will be beneficial? She replied. Drifter shrugged. Helped a few people already, didn't it? Eris considered this. Should be you, she finally answered. Drifter laughed at this, but fell silent when her expression remained unchanged. Me? His confusion was genuine. Why would she trust me? Trust is built, Drifter, Eris said, and you have taken the first step. He was pensive. The movement of the coin over his knuckles stopped. She continued. I have found, she said, her words measured, that one is grounded by honesty, not only in oneself, but with those around you. He heaved a slow, hard breath. I don't know if I can, he said, his voice small. Yes, honesty is a supplication, Eris said. We ask to be seen. We are made vulnerable, but it is necessary to be treated with care. Her explanation was met with one of his rasping chuckles. Drifter leaned back in his seat, arms crossed, held his coin tightly between a thumb and a forefinger. You always make something so easy sound so freaky, Moondust, he said. Eris ignored this. Tell her what you told me, she said more simply. The deputy commander's trust will not come without reciprocity. I butchered that word. Oh, goodness. Drifter fell quiet, looking down. She could hear his breath and see the strange shiver of his fingers where he clutched the coin. Eris reached down and placed a hand on his arm. He was tense to trembling, but her touch was light, quiet, comforting. He placed his hand over her own. You know, some days I still wake up scared, Drifter said softly, even when I can't remember my dreams. That is what it is to survive. There was a gentleness to Eris's voice. He nodded, then looked up and met her gaze. Hey, you find that joy yet? Soon, Eris answered. Joy is built, but I have taken the first step. Drifter withdrew his hand. After a moment, she did too. Eris stood, and Drifter's eyes followed her. Consider my counsel, Germaine. She knew he would. Drifter let the silence linger. That's not my name, he said at last. That is what you let them call you. It was a small link to his past, a link to a life he had picked for himself. He nodded slowly, holding her gaze. He would let her call him that too. So this definitely happened before that interaction we saw with Sloane. I'm liking this development of what's his face? Of Drifter. Where is it? Oh shoot, is it not in this? Is it in Dusk and Dawn? Yeah, the Dark Future. Yeah. Anyways, you kind of hear that Drifter is selfish, prideful, whatnot. And already he's a lot different than what you see in the Dark Future lore book. So much has already changed from our timeline to the Dark Future, but you can still go to the Dark Future lore book to make parallels as to what's happening, right? Even so, it's like make huge variations to the events. The last thing to do is run to the Veiled Containment. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Sloane for the story. I'm more intrigued to learn more about Asa and the Witness's past.
Guillaume Essie, research log, Exos. Maya and I have built a working theory around the deaths of our Exo crewmates after their exposure to the Veil. According to Maya, Exo minds contain a combination of Vex radiolaria and something known as clarity. Radiolaria are alien microorganisms living within a hive mind state. Or, I suppose more accurately, a community. Clarity is, Maya described it as a paracausal power derived from an alien artifact. Something Braytech had kept secret.
Aha.
Something Maya...
Darkness.
Maya thinks the Veil and this artifact are related. that the paracausal force from the Veil overloaded their exominds, unraveled them.
She said a keyword.
It's like taking a powerful magnet to an archaic magnetic storage device. Full erasure. But Maya, she thinks we can reverse engineer this phenomenon. Use it to write data to a clarity-infused object. Fabricate consciousness. Scientifically, the process seems sound, but morally... Maya keeps saying that we're past the point of morality. She said that. She's convinced that our survival hinges on mastery of the Veil. It's like she's the one unraveling. I feel like I'm losing her. But every time I try and push, I feel her move a little further away. I don't know if I can lose anything else. How much more can any of us lose before there's nothing left?
Nimbus,
Interesting.
how much do you know about the Cloud Strider's creation? The technology used?
You don't think...
I make no assertions yet. But I worry that your neon-lit city may have darker roots than either of us knew.
Oh,
I mean, that makes sense. If you're lost, watch someone else's video on the other two excerpts from this. But yeah, every week there's going to be a little audio log here, kind of like we have in the Helm. So, cool. The problem is I don't know how many weeks we're doing this. So, I don't know how long our discovery is going to be. But that's it for this week's story. A lot of new challenges and whatnot. GMs are out. I'll probably be playing some of those over the weekend. Depends. But yeah. We spent more time waiting to get into Destiny than we did actually playing it this stream. Apologies for that. I'm loving the progression of Drifter and his character arc. Gonna have to look more into Asa's dreams and memories and whatnot. There is one thing I have been thinking about doing, and it's sitting down and catching up with the lore. So in D1 I was able to be caught up with the lore because I read all the Grimoire cards. There was a good amount, but I mean our lore books have more, right? Like there's more stuff in here than we had Grimoire cards in D1. And that was the only place you could really get lore, outside of maybe some snippets you get from story missions or strikes, stuff like that. And again, there wasn't too much of that. So it was really easy to actually catch up with the lore of Destiny if you put in any amount of effort. And that's why I love the lore of Destiny. In Destiny 2, I was already about a year late coming into the game. So there's a lot of stuff I missed. And then for the first 6 months I was back and playing Destiny 2, I didn't play too much because I was insanely busy. And it really wasn't until I started streaming, or I guess COVID hit in 2020, that I was able to really dive back into Destiny. But by then, there's so much I'm missing. There's so much that has happened. And it doesn't help that, armor pieces have lore attached to them, that weapons have lore attached to them. So I miss a lot of this stuff. And the fact that there's different lore on different armor pieces for different classes. There's just so much stuff. So at some point over the summer, what I want to do is sit down and read all of this. If I do it on stream, we can do that. Maybe I'll do it on my own. But I'll communicate that with you guys. But that is something that's been on my mind to do. Oh my gosh. 490, 852, 2,000. and 746. Like, not everything in each of these, because there's nothing in mods and Flare. Those aren't going to have lore tags, but all of this has lore in it. Now, yeah, it's going to take a lot of work for me to catch up with all of this stuff. And as much as I love watching Bife and Mylan's videos to stay on top of things, there is a difference between knowing my stuff myself and then going to them to kind of either expound, clarify, either agree, disagree, speculate, whatever with them, versus going to them as my main source of lore. It just doesn't sit right for me to lean towards them as my main set of lore. So yeah, what I want to do is catch up myself and then continue to rely on them for clarification and whatnot. Nothing really new. Yeah. Okay. Just checking Eververse. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. In terms of streams and whatnot, I don't really have any games lined up that I particularly want to play. Given I have a massive backlog of games that I have on Steam and whatnot. But nothing's sticking out for me to play on stream with you guys, or for you guys. We could go back to Undertale and finish that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or something like that. Finally get this done so it's not hanging over my head anymore. The Pokemon Nuzlocke, it's going to wait a little longer. It's kind of a phase I went through wanting to do that, but it's no longer there. It's just that Undertale, we're so close to finishing, might as well. I'll just have to figure something out, but until then, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.